Hey, Sunday. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there who's a productive and participative father in your children's lives. I had a really good day today, about to get this done and go see if the Hawks can pull it out, man. How y'all doing today? We won't be here that long. Just gonna do our normal thing, go over some charts, go over some forum news and stuff and see what we got. So let's see. I like these. So let's share screen window. Okay, let's start off how we normally do. Great start. Well, finally confirmed that my soon-to-be ex, still wife, has a boyfriend already. Father-in-law spilled the beans there. And my kids say he's living with them already. Great. What a piece of work. At least I have my kids today. Here's to making a better day. Happy Father's Day, guys. Keep your chin up. Not a lot to say here. Um, I read another post earlier where this guy was talking about, let's see if I can find it, earlier this week, where this guy was talking about how his wife, or girlfriend, his wife or baby mama had a new boyfriend and he was wondering how to handle it. And for those of you out there that are, maybe um going through this for the first time or experiencing this for the first time, or just kind of like accepting the fact that, you know, the mother of your children is no longer with you, I'm gonna say this. It gets better, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people sometimes aren't meant to be in your life forever, and that's okay. You know, sometimes people are just meant to come into your life, do what they're supposed to do, and leave. And what I learned over the years is that suffering is caused by wanting things to be different than what they are, right? Like, you suffer when you don't accept reality. Once you accept the reality of the end of your marriage, the end of your relationship, the end of a job, whatever it is, once you accept that, the suffering stops. So if you are experiencing your significant other or your wife or your baby mama, you know, being with someone else, just face it, head on, accept it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I like to do is just be the best human being that I could possibly be, right? Like, we can't worry about what others decide to do with their time or with their body or their money or whatever, right? Like, you can only control yourself and how you respond to things, right? So responsibility is your ability to respond, and it is your responsibility to respond in a positive way, like, so don't let that get you down. Don't let that discourage you. I'm going to say this. What I like to do is just think about all the problems and all the headaches and all the bull crap that you don't no longer have to put up with. Like, that's all you, buddy. So let's read this one. This one seems pretty long. Wow. So, excuse me. Sorry. My wife just didn't come home from work one day. No contact for almost 2 days. Missing persons report filed, fearing the worst. Finally got a message. She's having a midlife crisis, etc. Says she likes the house but can't stand to be in it. Loves the kids but can't stand to be around them. Sounds confusing to me. She said she needs time to figure everything out. In the meantime, here I am working 12-hour days and trying to take care of three kids, 5, 4, and 20 months. The oldest thinks she doesn't love them because she ran away. Our daughter is saving her snacks to share when mommy does come home, and the baby is just knocking on doors yelling for mom. School will be starting soon, and I found out they never made it to the doctor appointment to get their next set of shots, nor did the 4-year old get enrolled in school. This was all supposed to be the week prior. I imagine there is so much that I don't know. Today I cut their sandwiches in half like I used to when I made lunch. Turns out that's for little kids and they refuse to eat them. Then the next thing I know, they are drinking out of sippy cups for the baby instead of their big kid cups. I guess it's minor so far, but dang, is it rough. Yeah. Sounds pretty bad, especially with kids that young. You know what I mean? And just from my first initial read of this, she's trash. You know what I'm saying? Because no woman would leave kids that young to find herself, right? So I don't think this is going to end well. We'll keep an eye on this, but she's checked out already, it sounds like, and she sounds like a deadbeat mom. So shout out to Unique Flavors 21, bro. Hold your head up, and everything is going to work out for the best. I truly believe that. You know, like we don't get more than we can handle. So take this time to really bond and build and show your kids that regardless of the other parent, you're going to be the best possible parent you could be. All right. So next we are going to go to these charts because that's where the that's where the money resides. That is where the money resides. Hmm. We're not going to look over a lot today, just a few. I'm totally transparent. You guys can see how I move, but we'll get to that later. So this is a Litecoin chart. Looks like a downtrend to me. You know, um, I'm not a professional or nothing like that, but until we can get back above this level, I would look for sales. Me personally, you know, it's making lower highs and lower lows, and just don't see an end in sight for that. That's Litecoin. Oh snap! Mm-mm-mm. This is a USD peso, and I caught a little bit of this trade last week, and it seems like we are in an uptrend here. So I fully expect, especially with the way the market is looking, I fully expect another push to the upside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maybe wait for a little pullback, but now that it's broke above this 200 period moving average, we might not get a lot of pullback. So let's see. Let's take a line here. And if we can get a pullback back into this zone, we're going to continue pushing up. So what I'm going to do right now is, because I see this is an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of trades here. Let's see. Take a couple of buys. Because if you see right here, we broke this high, we came back, we retested, and we're clearly in an uptrend. Clearly in an uptrend. GU clearly in a downtrend. I missed this big move right here, but now we're at support. And if we can break this level right here, we're gonna see potentially more downside. But this move right here was the move that you wanted to get in after this consolidation. It just dropped, and I see it continue dropping down, you know, even further, maybe even down to the 135 level. Um, this is a trade that I've been in for a super long time. I mean, I thought what happened was it was going to break out here, right? After this break, after this breakout, I thought we were going to keep going up. My bias is still to the upside, but I ended up buying right here. And I've held this trade for about probably about 2 or 3 weeks now. Finally in profit. So I'm gonna just watch and see. Swap is not on my side. I'm actually down a whole lot here. Right? But patience is a virtue when it comes to trading. So if you go down to a lower time frame, you see that it has kind of broke above here, and then broke below. If this holds, if this holds, we actually are in business. I see a lot of room to run to the next at least 160. Now this is a 200 EMA, so we might get some resistance, but overall, I like my odds in this trade. Got triple bottom here, break, retest. You know, the potential upside is just tremendous. We got clear candles all the way up to here, and I'm patient enough to actually hold my trade this long. So my first target is going to be 1.6. My second target 1.63. I still want to kind of wait and see what happens right here, but considering that price came back up to the top side really fast, I don't see any downside to this trade. Now, if we break below this level right here, then we probably come back down to test this level. But I fully expect price to continue moving to the top side. So I'm just gonna kind of watch and see maybe Monday, Tuesday, and see what kind of direction we're going in. Hmm. The UK 100. I don't even watch that, but looks like this is gonna keep going down too. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I think the UK just also extended their lockdown. So this is potentially more sell side setup. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin. Really, I think this is the best asset class that you're able to even look at. You know what I mean? If you look here, then you can see that it's kind of been pulling back. It's found support around this level, around the 30,000, 31,000 level. Um, if this doesn't hold, then we'll see more downside. If this keeps bouncing around, between 30 and 40, right? I like this. This is what I'm starting to look for. So we're going to consolidate here for a little while. I wouldn't be looking to buy unless we broke above 39, I would be looking to sell if we break below 31.50 or so. So my observation is that we're going to consolidate for a little while. So we'll see what this week holds. Let's see. This is the first pair that I really started trading on. I could potentially see with this guy that if this is a level, so I'm gonna watch this pair all week and see how price reacts from this level, right? Um, if we get another push to the downside, then we got a lot of room to go. But if price holds here, then we could potentially see more upside. This is what I'm going to do live, right? I'm going to close these trades and I'm going to re-enter because swap is really not on my side. So basically I want to get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-enter here. Yeah. And then I'm going to wait and see what happens as far as this market right here. This is a retest. So I fully expect price to come down here and probably by the morning time or later in the week, continue on the upside. So you guys are going to watch me actually enter some trades. Let's see how this week does. Again, this is not financial advice. I have been doing this for a pretty long time. So what I like to do is I like to stack my trades. Some people trade large lots. I prefer to trade a bunch of smaller lots because it allows me to take profit on it just allows me more room to maneuver when it comes to trading. So there you have it. Um, I'm gonna go watch the Hawks. And let's take a quick look at US 30. Big downtrend, which we knew had to happen. So I could fully see price coming back down to this level. And if price breaks this level, then look out below. Like what goes up must come down. That's just a motto. This is COVID, you know. And since COVID, we've made a huge recovery. But like I said, the market doesn't move vertically, right? Like it's kind of like a seesaw or a zigzag or a stair step. So if you want to keep going higher in the market, you got to first come down a little bit, right? So you see, we kept going up, dropped. Now we pull back. I fully expect price to pull back. You never know. You know what I mean? Like at least to 31.5, right? In the next few weeks, especially with the dollar gaining strength, that means that people are going to move to other dollar strength assets, right? So if you see gold drop, silver dropped, all of the assets that correlate to the dollar inversely are dropping. So that means the dollar is gaining strength. That's why I'm taking this, because I can potentially see at least, at least getting back up here in the next week or two. So it's good to sell this because with dollar strength, that means pound is weaker. So we'll see how price reacts off of here this week, and I would be looking for sell signals. And another one. Oh wow, I don't even look at this no more. That's interesting. This is the Singapore dollar. So we could potentially see some upside here. This is at resistance. So depending on how price responds at this level, if it breaks here, I see more upside here too. But I think for now, that's like 3 rejections. We'll probably get some pullback. This is a slow moving pair, but the thing about pairs or any commodity or whatever is the more you pay attention to it, the more you can kind of get a feel for its momentum and its movement. So depending on how price reacts out of here, we could get some consolidation because we've seen it consolidating here for a while and it finally broke out. We could get some consolidation and then a further move to the upside just on the strength of the USD. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Go see what these houses gonna do. You guys like, share, subscribe if it's helpful, if it's useful. I'm just a regular dad with a regular job who's just trying to like get financially free. Peace.